Well, it's kind of a tough one because the PMO takes so many different forms. One way we like to discuss it is to ask, well, what's your main P? Is it a project? Is it a program? Is it a portfolio management office? Is it indeed a process management office? So one can dodge the question, but I do like to recommend a certain core capability, and it has to do with sort of the life cycle, if you will, of projects themselves. What's the incoming, what's the in progress, and what do you do toward the end of projects? On the incoming side, a good PMO will have some staff who are focused on reviewing the projects for their alignment with strategy and connecting with other stakeholders. You know, perhaps there's an architecture review board and we want to make sure that new projects are in keeping with our architectural direction. So there's this kind of front-end intake side of things that a PMO provides. Then of course, you know, the main thing that we tend to think of is the reports and how you get the data into the tool. So you've got a tool jockey, you've got analysts, cost analysts, schedulers, depending on the size and the complexity of the organization and the projects. There could be a number of staff in the PMO that are focused on those kinds of functions. And some of those people, or even some of the front-end people I mentioned before, can also come in toward the end of projects to perform another important role, the post-project review. So we're gathering data, we're making sure that we understand how much time and effort went into the projects, how many interventions, whether they were successful, defects, variances, all kinds of things from which we can learn. So to come back to lean management, you've got the whole plan, do, check, act cycle. And although many, again, give lip service to this, we plan our projects, we do our projects. Sometimes we even check our projects, that is, study the results. That's important. Nobody else does that, and the PMO, I think, can take an important role in that, and to try to make sure that you then act on that information. So the next time a project comes in, just as a simple example, you don't underestimate it by an order of magnitude because you learned from the last 10 projects how long this thing is really going to take.